Welcome back to Good or Good Enough. This is my review of Joker 2. So I saw Joker 2 finally, and I think that this film could have been a little better, but because it seems to be so isolated, like they can't really do much besides it delving deeper into who Arthur himself, like who he really is. They can't really do too much. But there was a few times where it could have ended and it would have been the Joker becomes the Joker we know today. But it keeps going and all this stuff. And it is, I guess, it is technically a musical, but it's not a musical because the songs are obviously in his head or Harley Quinn's head. Like they're both imagining most of the singing scenes in this movie. I don't know. I wanted to edit this film and take all the scenes of the music out, so it's just the Joker stuff, and it would probably be shorter and a little more entertaining. Kind of like the movie Trap, where it plays a lot of the girls' songs in full, rather than just like the beginning of it, you get it, and it cuts to the next scene. It doesn't really do that. It does the entire song. So in Joker 2, they perform the entire song every time. So it's more of just like not really for comic book movies at all. It's really for like a new fan, a new audience of like girls who like Lady Gaga and are gonna see this for Lady Gaga. And now their intro into DC Comics is from a very light point of view, even though it is kind of dark at times. It's almost like Rocky Horror, where it's kind of like an adult musical. Yeah. Let's get into some spoilers really quick. So the guards end up raping Joker because he gets a little too cocky about him being the Joker rather than being Arthur Fleck. So during one of the trials, he becomes really cocky and starts making fun of the guards, who later decide to rape him, which ultimately rapes the Joker out of him, and he becomes just Arthur Fleck. And in the last trial, he is having trouble deciding on who he is, and then the wall explodes, and it does a really, really creative and interesting long take, where the camera follows Arthur when he's on the ground, and the camera goes all the way out into the city, following him into a cab, and then following him running, which was so great. And I thought the film sort of ended there, where it implies that he gets away and either becomes the new Joker or beats the new Joker, but it doesn't. It keeps going. He meets Lady Gaga, who she tells him that there is no Joker, whatever, and then he gets captured and goes back, where another guy who's crazy tells him a joke and stabs Arthur Fleck in the hallway, and Arthur Fleck assumingly dies, while the other guy does the smile thing and presumably becomes the real Joker that terrorizes Gotham. So that's my review of Joker 2. I definitely think this film is good enough because it's just not really DC at all. I mean, it's like seeing Batman go to the bathroom or iron his clothes or go shopping or something. We know he probably does all of that anyways. We don't need to see all of that. This movie would have been much better if halfway through it, Harley Quinn and some other people, some other DC characters break in and steal or kidnap the Joker, and they think he's such like a god that they praise him, and he becomes the clown prince of crime, and he becomes the Joker that we know today. But it doesn't really do any of that. So anyways, definitely do not see this movie in theaters. And that concludes my review of Joker 2. Leave a comment down below about any movies you're watching currently or are looking forward to watching in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.